What's going on, you guys? It's your man James, aka JP, back again with another toy room review, and today we're taking a look at the brand new Jakks Pacific, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Link figure. Now, I am very excited about this for several different reasons. You guys, if you've been following my channel for a while, you'll know that I was a huge World of Nintendo collector. I want to say I have basically every World of Nintendo figure. If I don't have all of them, I have like 95% of them. So I was really big into that line, and then for whatever reason, they stopped making that line and only continued on making Mario figures and didn't make any other of the Nintendo characters. Well, it looks like they're changing that and they're bringing this back all of a sudden. So we have Link, and then we also have Zelda, so make sure you guys stay tuned for the next video that will be on the Zelda figure. So we have both of these, and there was also a re-release of Metroid and a couple other different characters as well, but it's not branded as World of Nintendo. They're all individually branded. You can see here this says The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which is interesting. So I'm not really sure what happened with that World of Nintendo line, but nevertheless, I am excited to get new Nintendo figures. Now, initially when I picked these up, I thought they were going to be based on Tears of the Kingdom, since this figure just came out and the game just came out, but that's not the case. This is Breath of the Wild. But taking a look at the packaging, you can see right here it says Link with the soldier's broadsword, Jakks Pacific logo right there, big open window, beautiful artwork. I love the artwork on this packaging. And coming to the back, we'll just go ahead and angle this up a little bit. You can see image of the figure, and then you do get a little bit of a read up, so if you want to read that, you can go ahead and pause, and you can see some of the action figures. You got 20 points of articulation, and then you can see the other figure is Zelda. So I did find this at Walmart, haven't seen it anywhere else as of yet, so check your local Walmarts if you do want to pick this up. So that's pretty much it for the figure. Let's go ahead and get Link out of the packaging and take a closer detail look at it. And really quickly, I do just want to show off the artwork on the actual card of the figure. I mean, this thing is beautiful artwork. It's a shame that you have to rip the plastic and whatnot, but man, this is beautiful. I really would like to hang this up on the wall. Alright, you guys, so here's Link out of the packaging, but before we take a look at him, I do want to take a look at the accessory that he comes with, and he only comes with one, and that is the soldier's broadsword. And honestly, it's got really good details on it. I don't know if you guys can see, but the way the paint shimmers, it's got a nice metallic sheen right there on the actual part of the blade, and as well as this little cross section right here. It's a different color. You have like a metallic blue almost, where the blade is almost like a silver. It's almost like a silver mixed with gold. So I do like the details on there. I think that just looks really nice. And you do have the handle right here. So this part is not so much metallic, but the paint on it is nice. If we can focus. There we go. So the detailing and the paint on there is nice, and then that blue color that you get here also goes right here to the bottom of the sword. So very nice details on the sword. But moving on from the sword and actually getting into Link himself, yeah, this is a really good looking figure, man. Just a lot of great details on here. So I'll go ahead and kind of angle the camera up ever so slightly and take a closer look at his face, which looks incredible. I mean, it looks like he just came straight out of the game. The details on here are just phenomenal. Everything looks really nice. So great detailing in the face, the eyes, all the paint looks very nice, and then the hair, the texture on the hair is pretty good as well. So love the way you can see all of that. Even have the little hair tie right back there. Nice earrings over there. Really good details. And then as we come down to the chest, great detailing, all the paint. So you got the darker blue with the lighter blue accents right there. You do have his undershirt poking out. And then you have this piece here, which this whole section is removable. So it unclips right here on the back, as you can see. And if you wanted to take it off, you can. You just have to do a little bit of finagling. It's a lot looser down here than it is up here. But if you guys want to take it off, go ahead and... I don't know if I want to do all... Actually, no. Wait. So you can't take it off. It's like glued... Huh. It's like glued up here. This part is not removable. I can actually see the glue there. So that's weird that it's not removable, but yet they made the back detachable. Why they did that? I don't know. This whole time I thought it was removable, but that works because I didn't want to actually take it off anyway, so I'm just going to port that back in. So yeah, that's very strange. So this back unports, but it's still not removable because it's glued up here. So that's an interesting design choice. Anyways, moving on to the back, you got a nice little gold accent right there. Nothing really too much on the back, but you do have the Triforce logo, which looks nice, and then just little detailing all throughout that looks pretty good. And coming to the sleeves, great detailing there, and I like the almost like different layers of the arm guards right there. And you have the brown gloves, and same on this side, but great detailing on the guards here as well. Just good all the way around. And coming down to the belts and everything, all this paint, man, the different colors on here, the metallic golds and silvers, they did not cheap out with any of the paint, which I like. And he does have, basically the both hands are exactly the same, so you can hold the sword in either hand. And coming to the back, nice pouch details. And the back of the skirt looks good as well. Legs are pretty standard. And you do have the boots, which have good detailing on it as well. Yeah, so overall, really impressed with all the details. And then, like I mentioned before, he can hold the sword in either hand, so you just have to kind of squeeze that in there. So there you go, you got the sword in this hand, and then put the sword in this hand as well. So there you go. So either hand, whichever you prefer, right or left, it works. And then the only thing that's kind of weird is he didn't come with a shield. Most previous Zelda Nintendo figures came with a shield. Not sure why they didn't do it with this one. And then you don't really have storage for the sword. I guess you could. Maybe that's why this is removable, to put the sword in here, or not removable, but it unclips. But then it doesn't really want to stay clipped because of the sword. And I mean, it's such a small peg. I don't even know if you guys can really tell how small of a peg that is. It doesn't really ever want to stay secure. As you can see, just having a little bit of trouble. It's kind of loose. So yeah, just be careful with that. I might just super glue this in place to make my life easier, but there you go. So I guess if you wanted to, you could, somehow put the sword in here, but other than that, you don't have any storage for the sword, but that's okay because he can hold it in either hand. And then the articulation for this figure is actually pretty good. So the head is on a ball joint, so you can go left and right, a little bit up, a little bit down, but not too much, just ever so slightly. I think it is just hindered by the hair right there. But then the arms can go out. They can go around full 360. They bend double jointed at the elbow, which is very nice, especially for the sword poses and whatnot. You do have a swivel at the bicep, and you have rotation here at the wrist, and they hinge up and down. Nothing in the abs as far as crunching, but you do get a little bit of torso rotation. And then you are going to be hindered a little bit by the skirt here and the legs, but the legs can kick forward that much. They kick back, I would say more so. They have double joints at the knees, which is very nice. And then do we have rotation? No rotation at the boot, but you do have a nice ankle pivot. Not really much forward movement. You do, oh, it just popped out. You do have some good back movement though, so much so that it came out. Okay, now that that's back in there, so yeah, it can go back quite a bit. Front, not so much. It is hindered by the boot. And then you do even have toe articulation, which is very nice to see. So great articulation there. It is a little bit stiff, but there we go. Some good toe articulation. And then you do have peg holes at the bottom of the feet, so very good articulation. And I will say the joints feel very nice on this figure. Some of my previous World of Nintendo figures, especially the Zelda figures, the joints were a little bit loose and they have a hard time standing, but I mean, he stands pretty well, so really big fan of that. And for a quick comparison, here is Link and Zelda together. Again, stay tuned if you're watching the Link video. If you want to see the full review of Zelda, that's going to be the next video coming out. But overall, these guys look amazing together. Just so great. They look like they jumped straight out of the game. I mean, just, man, I cannot wait to add these to my shelf. They look so good. Just the detailing on them, everything about them, they look absolutely amazing, man. Jakks Pacific knocked it out of the park with these for sure. Alright, you guys, so there's my review of the brand new Jakks Pacific. I keep wanting to call this a World of Nintendo figure, but it's not actually branded as that, but the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Link figure. Overall, this is a great figure. Great articulation, amazing details. My only gripe is that he doesn't come with a shield. That's the only thing I wish that he came with, and that little back piece does keep coming, unattached. But other than that, a great figure, amazing paint details, great articulation, great just everything about it, and this makes me really excited for the future of these Nintendo figures. I hope Jakks Pacific continues to make more of the Nintendo line and not just Mario figures, because there's so many great figures out there that they made, from Star Fox to Pikmin to Metroid, Legend of Zelda, obviously Mario, just so many great characters in the Nintendo lineage that the possibilities are endless. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. That link's in the description down below. And I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. So, as always, guys, stay tuned for more, and I'll see you guys next time.